beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a part 2 video, and I'm at the point where I would apply bronzer. So I'm going to try out the Gucci bronzer. I finally got my hands on it. It was sold out, so I know I'm late to the party, but I finally got it. And this one is the shade 04. If you want to find out my first impressions of this bronzing powder, then just keep watching. You get 0.42 ounces, and I think that's a little bit more than your average bronzer, actually. Ooh, okay. I love this. I love the pink. I love this. Oh. I have never purchased a Gucci makeup product before, but it was something about this packaging and the presentation of this, and I saw everyone else trying this out, and I just wanted it. I had to have it. So here we go. This is teal. Of course, it's a beautiful teal color. Just such beautiful detail. Oh, I love it. That is what I like to see in a very high-end product. I did purchase this from Sephora's website, and let me tell you guys the price. It was not cheap. It's Gucci. Of course it was not cheap. It is actually still in stock, and this one is 04 Tan. It's the next to the deepest shade, and the price is $62. Don't even know how to open it. Oh. Ooh. Okay, the mirror has like a little piece of plastic here that I'm going to take off. And this is fragrant. It smells like perfume. So this is what it looks like. It does have Gucci written on the product, and a beautiful detail that actually mimics the back of this. It looks a lot like that. Beautiful. So it lifts here, and there is a brush that comes with this, and that is beautiful. I will try the brush just to show you guys the brush. I'll test it with the brush so you can see what the brush will do, but you know I'm gonna use another brush. Before I apply it, let's go ahead and swatch it here. And I feel confident, oh yeah, that it will be deep enough for me. Ooh, I like the color of that. And it's not completely matte. It's got a soft sheen, but that's the color of this one. I wish I had some other ones over here so that I could do some comparisons for you. If I'm able to grab a few of them before the end of this video, I'll swatch them and do some comparisons. But this is the color of the Gucci 04 on my skin. Let's try it with the brush that it came with first. Ooh, oh my gosh, the powder is super soft. I just barely touched it, and it just kicked up a lot. Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. The brush that comes with it does work, but is tedious. So we're gonna put this aside, and we're gonna try some other brushes. I'll try this squirrel-haired brush. This is a Chikuhodo brush. I think this is the cheek brush. We're gonna go with this one, and we're just gonna finish with that side. And it does, I mean, it is a very soft powder. That surprised me, and it picks up a lot here. So let's just buff this in. Wow. Oh my goodness. I really like this. I like the sheen too. The sheen that I'm seeing is very pretty. Ooh. Okay, picking up a little bit more. I'm also going to try it out with a goat-haired brush. Ooh. Bronzer. 1/2 of my face. No bronzer. Now let's try the Tom Ford brush. This is the original brush that's actually goat hair. The ones that they make now are synthetic. This is the bronzing brush. And I'm just gonna gently pick up product since I see that the powder is super soft. Okay. Wow. I'm going in a second time. And of course, I feel like it's a lot stronger and just easier to apply this pigment with the goat brush than the squirrel. The squirrel is going to give you a softer finish. Whoa! So we're going to blend that together though on the forehead here. One forehead. So this is the Tom Ford bronzing brush side and the Chikuhodo side. And I definitely think this is a little softer, just a little bit. So I'm just going to take the bronzing brush and just sort of go back over here, make sure I look like I have one face. And I'm going to take a little under my chin here. Even though this has a little bit of a sheen, I'm interested to see if I can do my nose with this. Just a little bit. Without my nose looking crazy. Okay. I know this is a bronzer, but I'm going to use it to contour my nose today because it's what I have over here. And we're going to just buff out any harsh lines. But I do want to, I think I want to, so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Got a little excited there. Got a little excited. Take my honey powder here and just carve out. So I have on the bronzer. I'm liking how it's looking. So let's go ahead and complete the rest of the look, and then I'm going to talk to you about my first impressions of this Gucci bronzer. I did pick up a few of my bronzers, So I'm going to swatch some of them in comparison to the Gucci, and then we're going to talk about it. So here's Gucci. All right, we're going to swatch it again. I love the embossed Gucci. It's just so posh, so pretty. All right, so that's Gucci at the top. Now let's swatch Coco Naughty. This is a Fenty bronzer. The Gucci looks a little bit like my Bobbi Brown in dark, but I don't have that one here with me. But it sort of reminded me of that one because it's got more red in it. So that's Coco Naughty. Definitely more neutral brown. This is Bajan Gyal, if I'm saying it right. You know I never get it right. Also by Fenty. Also more neutral in tone. This is my Bobbi Brown in deep. So I keep that one here, the deep shade. Also much more of a neutral brown. Okay, that's Bobbi Brown. And it looks a little bit like Coco Naughty, but a little hint of more red. So Bobbi Brown here. And I really, like I said, think that that looks like my Bobbi Brown dark, but it's not here. All right, this is my OG favorite from Becca. And this is Ipanema Sun. And I know this is not the same color at all. I know it's not. Okay, also much more of just a neutral brown. Ignore my genetically dark elbows. I can't help it. My mom has them too. It's just how it is. This is a Black Radiance. Just wanted to see what this looks like. This one is Cafe, one of my favorites. Let's see what this one looks like. Neutral brown. I got one more to swatch. Let's see if I have room for it. And this is the Guerlain. I'm interested to see what this one looks like. Nope. Still very neutral. This is like the Guerlain number 5. Terracotta number 5. All right, so here are just a few bronzers that I have in my drawer. And the Gucci doesn't look like any of them. As you can tell. Doesn't really look like any of these. And I think, as I said, Bobbi Brown Dark is probably the closest that I have. But really, you could wear this Gucci bronzer and probably not even wear blush. That's how much red is in it. So I really like the bronzer. I will say it's definitely unexpectedly red. So, you know, you guys saw the swatches and it has more red hues in it. I do think it is deep enough for my skin and it is different than something that I have, which is good. I love the packaging of this. Like, I love how it looks. I don't like the smell, but it dissipates pretty quickly. Like as I'm applying it, I'm not loving the fragrance of this. It's just a little bit too much for me. It's not the most fragrant product I've ever used, but I do smell the fragrance while I'm using it and I don't really like it. So I don't like the fragrance. Nope, because it's flowers. And I don't really like floral. It smells like, what does it smell like? Oh, you know what? Roses. Rose. That's what it smells like. You know, have you ever smelled like a perfume that is supposed to have more of a rose smell or just a rose in general? It smells like roses. And I love the way roses look, but I don't necessarily like how they smell. Not really. They could have left that off, but it doesn't matter. The powder itself, it's a soft powder. It's easy to blend. And like I said, the packaging is immaculate. It's probably my favorite thing about this. Like my favorite thing is this part. But I also just think that it's different for me. I don't know that it looks that much different on me than any of my other bronzers. You guys be the judge of that and let me know what you think. I like bronzers that have a little bit of sheen in them. I like both. Sometimes I like matte and sometimes I like the ones that have a little sheen. So I like that it gave me that vibe. It went really well with my Buxom blush because this is a primer infused blush, so it has a little bit more sheen to it. So I think that that complemented this bronzer really, really well, but wasn't all that necessary. I mean, you really could skip blush with this bronzer. So I like it. I love when I can look at my bronzers and tell that they're different. They're not all the same because why? Why does anybody need this many bronzers? Because I'm a YouTuber. That's why I need them. But I really don't need them, but I do. I need them. Definitely a great purchase. I love how my makeup turned out. I loved the soft airbrush finish of the powder. I think it is certainly a beautiful product. It's a beautiful product. I like having it. You don't have to have this in your life. Like, it is expensive. $62 I think is what I said it costs. But if you're just wanting to treat yourself and you want something that's a little bit posh, then that's why I buy things like this. I don't buy products like this just for the product. I buy it for the experience. And I like having makeup in my collection that looks like this. I just like having a few pieces here or there that look like this. The Gucci bronzer is Savvy approved, and I'm really happy that I have it because of this whole luxury experience, but I also am happy I have it because it looks different than a lot of my most used bronzers. Like, I pulled these bronzers from my drawer, so that tells you these are the ones that I typically use here. I have a butter bronzer somewhere. I should have brought that one in here too to see how it looked in comparison to my butter bronzer. Yeah, a lot of my bronzers are high-end. Sorry. It's very different than any other bronzers that I currently use, so that's always a good thing. You don't want to feel like you're buying the same products over and over again and it's just a different brand. This is certainly different than anything that I own. Oh, and the brush, guys, I meant to talk about that too. The brush definitely works. So if you don't have a brush and you're just like traveling with this, you could apply this bronzer with this brush, but it'll take you a long time. So that concludes my video for today, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.